As you're facing the front door, correct, it's on the right-hand side. So that way it doesn't get shielded.
Above the doorbell?
Correct, yeah. Then that way it's not shielded by the big box column here on the front patio corner, right? So this is, you have the upgrade with the doorbell, so that's the wiring for the doorbell coming in, and we'll see that when we look outside as well. So that's coming in there.
So that's just the Cat 6E that goes out, and it's just the coil on the outside of it. You just leave it like that?
Correct, yeah, until the trim stage. Yep.
Okay.
For those. And I believe this would be our keypad, most likely, for security. Does that sound right?
Yeah, we asked them to put one at the door.
Okay, yep, so we have that one that's right there as well. Switches, electrical. As we know, we have the light that's outside. We have a light that's here at the entryway on the interior. And then this is also tying to the sconces that we have on the entryway. So I measured like the model. We're honestly within about an inch, inch and a half, like placement this way. It's about 28, give or take, to center there. We're 6 feet off the floor this way. Yeah, it's
basically, you know, as close as you can get to what it is over the model.
Right, with the stud placement and all that kind of thing. And then this one is pretty much mirrored, so then we're equal coming that way. So they look symmetrical off the wall.
Yeah, and that's what I measured the one over there, so, you know, in the model, so I know, you know, roughly where they are for that credenza that's going to go in there and a mirror and stuff. So that's,
Yeah, so you got room in here, and then the lights that offset to the outside there. So actually both. So we did them as a three-way. So you've got one here and then one here. So you're coming and going down the hallway, you can turn the light on or off.
yeah, that works.
Okay. So we got those lights up above. So obviously those are just the LED disc lights that are up there. The three that go across the entryway. On for that.
So those three, there's three of those just like on the plan. I've got it. Okay.
Correct. Yep. So all is in there. That's not a walk-in closet, so there's no light inside. That's just coat closet that's there. So there's no electrical inside on that. So kind of entryway, everything sound good there? Okay. We'll go great room, so we'll just kind of wrap to the right.
Okay.
This way, obviously, outlet placement, as you know, as code requires and so on. You did not have any sort of a wall mount set up. We do have the low volt, so there's the conduit that goes from great room. Because there's concrete in the floor, we can't go straight down, so it's got to go up and over to get to the mechanical, the room where we're having the cabinet for all the low volt. So that's the conduit there to do that. I believe so. I'm trying to see if there's a marking on it, but if I'm holding, we're talking inside diameter or somewhere in there. I'm pretty close. I'm trying to get it on the edge. You know, we're probably 1.5-ish inside, because outside it's just shy of 2 inches outside diameter. Yeah, they do. That's right here. Yep. Especially with that longer run, yeah, to have a way to pull the wire through. So, so that's all that's in there.
That's the great room up front. So, like, that's just if we decide to put a TV up there, we ran that back to the rack. You know, in the living room upstairs. Okay. Yep. You know, just run it down to the rack downstairs in case, you know, later we want to put something there. And if we did it, we put it in a credenza lift. So it's down low like that. Yeah,
so you have your just your basic connection jack. So you have I think two Cat 6s actually, and there's RG6 for the cable, two Cat 6, and I believe, I'm not sure exactly if that's just maybe a Cat 5 that's in there. So I mean, there's lots of.
I think there's a coax and.
Yeah, the coax is here.
Yeah, the coax and three Cat 6s.
So I think, well, 2 are shielded and 1 is not. I think the way it breaks down, just for less resistance.
Down low.
Yeah.
And then up high, what is there? There's nothing up high. Nothing up high. Yeah, we didn't put anything up high because again, this is in that living room. That's where you're gonna do the lift. Exactly. Yeah, this would be where we have the lift if we did anything. That's fine. Okay.
And then just what you're seeing inside, this wire ties to the outside, so there's this extra slack in the wire if they need to pull more to have anything to go there.
That's for the speaker.
Correct.
That's not a problem, right? Yeah.
Correct, yep, the audio outside. Or actually, he's got labeled camera out. I think the audio is on the other wall.
Okay, that's the camera. That's the camera on the patio.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the camera on the patio. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the speakers are on either side of the slider.
Correct, yeah, we'll get there in just a second. Yep.
Yep.
So, great room, we'll kind of go to the ceiling long. So we have the ceiling fan that's centered in there, so our ceiling fan bracket, but then we have the pre-wire for the audio that's in line with that, the two on either side.
The two blue boxes?
Correct.
Ceiling fan pre-wire.
Can you just show me what does the pre-wire for the audio look like? Just so I can see this, Wes. So is that a speaker there?
Yes. So with being the pre-wire, it's just a box with a coil of wire, so as they were saying, when they cut them in later, and they have the wire, you know, pull the box out, then put the speaker in and cut it in its place.
Yeah, see, the only problem, yeah.
So those speakers, how are they laid out in relation to where the TV is?
They're,
Are they left?
The left and right.
yeah, left and right, kind of to the center of the
One's closer to
room.
the window and then one's closer to the foyer. Yeah, there you go. See?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, no? Okay.
I'm just seeing you.
Yeah, so you can't see it. I mean, they're basically roughly where they go on the drawing. I guess this was what we were talking about when I was on site, Wes. And so with that J-box sort of, nailed into the truss, when you go to put a round speaker in, you're gonna have to get up in there to try to, pull the nails out, rip the box out, do all that. It's just gonna be
They're up against the trusses too.
yeah, they are. They're not floating.
They're not floating.
Yeah. See, what I was hoping they would do is float those in the middle of the trusses because, when you go to put a round speaker in, you're gonna have to get in there and gouge out that box, and then the speaker's gonna be forced up against the side of the truss, kind of thing. So.
What can we do?
I mean, that's what the pre-wire is.
When we talked to them about it, I thought they were gonna be able to float those in the middle. That was what we were talking about, but it's.
Can they just detach them prior to
Well,
putting up
there's-
sheetrock?
Yeah, this was that whole conversation we had, when
I know, and honestly, John, I mean, I know I understand where you're coming from too. It's, between the pre-wire and the actual getting of the speaker, and that's kind of that's what the pre-wire is. It's not placed exactly. It's a rough in.
The bottom line is Wes, what's gonna happen is then I gotta go in and, every single speaker location, we're gonna rip a hole in the ceiling and have to start doing patches and redos on every single one of them. That's all.
I know. I understand where you're coming from. It's just kind of what the option is, so that's where I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's what I tried to ask them to do, which is float it between the trusses, and then at least then, when you take that box out of there, you're just kicking it out, you draw your circle, put your hole in and make it work. But this, becomes you have to dig out, you're gonna get, enough drywall away from it so you can get the nail off the J-box, pull that out of there, bring
I know.
that out of there.
I
and
get it.
where you want.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Even if they just remove the...
Create a huge mess in the ceiling on every one of these we're gonna do.
Is it the fact it's nailed into the wood?
Well, it's two things, Robert. It really wants to be floated in between the two trusses. That's really what the J-box wants to
Right.
be. And then the fact that the J-box is nailed into the truss to get it off of there after the drywall's in, everything's done, is you just create more damage to the
Yeah.
ceiling. So you have to come back and drywall patch every single one of these things. That's the problem. The wires are up there, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. In some ways, I'm almost like.
Eliminate the box.
You know code better than I do. In some ways, I'd be like, just get rid of the freaking J-box.
Right.
And just leave the laced wire up there in the ceiling, and then when we cut the hole, we'll go up and freaking fish out the wire.
Yeah, I mean, we can maybe work something out like that.
We can do that.
Let me see what I can do on that one, just to see if we can have the wire roughly located there and eliminate the box so you don't have the hole for the box.
And even,
Great, man, because then we can, you know, because then we can cut the hole. We just, you know, put our arm up in there, fish the
I know.
wire out, and you're done. You know.
and you can just splice onto the wire if need be, right?
They don't have to splice. They have a whole.
There's a long enough tail.
See it all laced.
Okay. I was just looking at the staples in there as well, John, but Wes is saying there's a long enough tail, and I'm doing a close-up here. I'm doing a backup video just as well, just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but see that, usually what they do is they leave a whole ton of slack on that,
Yeah.
you know, on the Cat 6.
There's a lot inside that box there.
Yeah, so if they just take the box off and leave that coil just sitting up there, you know, it's gonna, or just lace it between the, you know, just lace it between the trusses, it's fine, and we can get up there and get it.
Right. Okay. All right, let me see what I can do on that.
That might be the fix to the speaker thing, just so we don't, I mean, in that situation, then we can at least cut the holes clean, get to the wire, put the speaker in, then we don't have to patch drywall and repaint it and all that.
We're going to need to mark where they are, though, right?
Well, it's a general location of the map.
Okay.
And if you have all this video documentation, you can find
They're
it.
gonna end up in between the two trusses, not jammed up against it, that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we get up into that attic?
Is there access into that attic?
That part you can, yes. Yeah, you could access that.
There's a scuttle to get up in there?
In the laundry room, there is, yes. The ceiling starts to drop down lower there, but it's still visible from the other side.
Is that, do you guys use a blown in or you use an isolated?
That, since it's accessible, will be blown in.
Okay.
The only part, probably the master, because that high ceiling, that'll be bats that are in that one. And I think the rest of the house is accessible, so it's all blown in insulation.
Yeah, that's the only thing when you come into it, then that's all gonna come down. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be better than, it'll be better than trying to dig out all the J boxes if we can just do it that way.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll keep moving on. Electrical stuff, we talked about everything in here. I think those were the only ones. Speakers, ceiling fan that's up there. No, there's nothing else in the great room, I don't think, so. Sound good in here? Okay. We'll head this direction kind of towards the front bath and bedroom. So we've got doorbell chime that's up here. I am having to relocate the thermostat over here, so he's in the same spot. He's got it too close to the kitchen. But we'll have thermostat that's over here as well.
So doorbell chime we don't need because we're putting in our own on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So the Cat 6 that goes out, you know, just outside the door, that needs to chase all the way back to the rack.
Yeah, we just don't need this low voltage here. See, our electricians put that in, Home Runs does the other, and this is just the
Got it.
standard, so
Yeah.
they put it in,
Okay.
but I can pull that
And then
out.
where's the thermostat? Is it on?
It'll be down
facing
here.
the great room or just facing back towards the
If you
kitchen?
put it by the kitchen, I think it would be better over here, unless you feel different, but just trying
Right
to
there,
keep it
right?
away from the
That's where the
kitchen.
thermostat goes.
That's the wire he has for it. I can see if I can have him put it over there, if that's better.
Yeah, keep it away from any heat
Do you
source.
think it's better over there, or you think it's better over by the kitchen? I just want to make sure that we're sensing the air in the right place to, you know, set the temperature.
Well, I mean, this one's a little further deeper in the house, but then again, I don't know if anything in the kitchen is gonna give it, you know, the oven's on the other side of the kitchen, honestly, so
Yeah.
it may not be that big of a deal.
Because that's your normal spot for it, right? That's why they wired it like that.
Yeah, right in here.
Yeah, I'm okay with it there. I think it's fine.
All right, well, we can leave it there. All right, let's keep going this way before we get sidetracked. So, wireless access point, so the rectangular box that's there, and then you have the hall light that's in here.
Yeah, that's cool, right? Like just the J box. Can you see it, or you just don't have enough?
Yeah, I can see it now. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's is the touch panel in the kitchen? Control for touch panel?
Yeah, but that's over on the other side of the kitchen. Like, that's
So what about the desk area?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
We'll get there in a minute. So
Yeah.
just
Yep.
linen closet, everything that's there outside of the bathroom.
We didn't put anything in there.
Front hall bath, so obviously our door in here, our vanity, obviously sink. Have a wiring for a light, which will pull through just to get centered with the sink.
We added one down like
Yeah, so there's two.
You know, kind of center.
So you've got the one over the tub, and you've got the added one that's right here. You've got the bath fan that's there, and then the switches, everything that's down here.
Yeah.
So pretty straightforward on that.
Yep.
Okay. Front bedroom. So we kind of flip this a little bit. So we have the lights going this direction, and then we have the audio.
Which way are the lights going, Wes? I'm sorry.
So they're running parallel with the front of the house.
That's the lights, and then you flip the speakers the other way.
Correct. The only thing he's got that, oh, that's what it was in there. This is what I think they changed to that glass break, because those are the casement windows. And I think he was trying to be out from both of them. And I think that's the glass break that he has in there.
Yeah,
I don't-
We did glass breaks all instead of backside, because those are the casement windows that crank out.
Correct.
Yeah, so the electrical box that's there, is that for a ceiling fan?
Yeah, so it has a ceiling fan pre-wire in the center. That's right here.
You don't want that. You don't want the glass break right next to it.
I know, that's what
The glass break works on pressure.
Yeah, so if you have the fan running,
Pressure on.
yeah, so if you have the fan running and it's whacking the wind, it could set off the glass break.
maybe that.
This needs to be moved.
Yeah, it just needs to be moved closer to the windows probably, or wherever.
We could try, but I just obviously don't want to interfere with that, because if we wind up with a speaker location here, if I get glass break on this side, does it still cover that window okay? You think that'll
I
work?
think over to the right there, Wes, the next truss over, which is kind of dead center between the windows, or, yeah, so, yeah.
Well, remember, you're gonna have a speaker in here.
Gap in there.
You're gonna have a speaker in here.
Yeah, but we can slide that speaker in and out, right? The speaker can kind of move around. If we're gonna take those boxes off, we can kind of work
All right,
around
so you're saying, do you want that glass break then more back here? I gotta see how much wire I have to move. Looks like there's a fair amount in there, but
Okay.
what do you
Glass
prefer?
breaks have a 25-foot radius,
Okay,
and we're fine.
so,
You know, it could,
Yeah, it can go further back in the room, or it can go closer to the windows. It's got a 25-foot radius.
well, do you think it's better to be further away from the window or closer to the window?
Probably further away, right?
if I had that choice, I'd probably be further away.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, instead of there, maybe we go back here.
That would be fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
all right. Okay,
And that's probably going in the direction of the cable, so you get plenty.
hopefully.
Alright, so we got a fan up there, we've got a pair of downlights that are front of house, going front, oh no, you flip them so that they go parallel.
Correct.
Speakers go, the speakers are
Perpendicular.
front of house towards the back of the house.
Yep.
Okay. And then, on that wall you're looking at, we did some half switched outlets,
Yes.
right?
So the two on the
Because if you had a
outside
bed
and switched
in that
outlets.
room, you'd have a half switch on one side, a half switch on the other side.
Correct.
Okay.
And then there was the low voltage center, so phone data that's here in the center. Does that sound right? That's the way the map had it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep,
Okay.
in the center.
Just want to make sure there wasn't a bed there.
Are
Yeah.
there two of them?
Yeah, there's two lines, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And then opposite side of that, directly opposite of the room, it looks like a phone data video. So we have four
It
wires.
should be a coax and three Cat 6s in there.
Yeah, because this one goes up to the other, but yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have four wires that are in
Yep. Including the fourth wire is a coax for cable.
there. Yeah, that's what the black one is.
Yep, got
You can
it.
see the end of it right
Okay.
there.
And then we had an outlet
In the closet?
and also, I believe, an outlet and an internet connection in the closet, right, once you come inside.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that should work.
Okay. All right, so that's front bedroom. Go back towards the kitchen. So,
In the pantry, we added an outlet right inside of it.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna put a recharging vacuum in there or something. We're good.
Yep.
It's okay.
Okay, so kitchen.
I don't think there's anything different in the kitchen.
No, we just have the two hanging pendants above the island, so the round box is up here, right?
Okay, yep.
So we have our island below, just 9-inch cabinet on the end, sink base, dishwasher that's here. So the layout.
In the end of that cabinet, there's an outlet, right, Wes? On the end of it?
There's either end of the island has an outlet here,
They put it in the island.
and then there's one on this side of the island as well.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so then,
That's nice. There's one on the other end too. That's good.
yeah, both sides. So the perimeter, the back end with the chef plan, you have your wall oven, electrical for that here. That's the low volt for the undercab light. That's on this side, so your countertop will start here, working this way, the LED.
Let me ask you a question on that, Wes. So where do those? So that's the undercab lights, the LEDs. Where does that control? Where do those turn on and off from?
The power comes from the panel downstairs, so where the low volt panel is located downstairs.
Okay.
To turn them on and off, sorry, I guess to answer that question, that's a good question. I'm trying to remember.
Is there a local switch on what they install, or?
Yes. Sorry, I just thought of that. Yeah, it's over here. So that's what this is. So that's by the switches between the pendant and the kitchen surface LEDs. So that's over there.
That's the under cabinet LEDs, all of them.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And they're not like the old school ones that'll have a separate switch on them as well.
They do not, because
So-
it's just like strip tape with LEDs.
Great.
So that's the only. It's all low volt. So
Brilliant.
there's, yeah, nothing that's in there.
So that's where you hit the switch to turn the low voltage on.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. The power source comes from the panel, but it's switched over here. Yeah.
Downstairs. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out where the local switch was to turn that on and off.
Yep. So obviously our hood, cooktop that's here, everything in for that, so it'll be power for the hood up above. And we got our gas, everything in with that. Same, so you have countertop that's just here, so that's our other side for the under cabinet lights. And then this will be the refrigerator end panel that's vertical here, so obviously fridge that sits here with the ice maker in for that.
And there's plenty of outlets that are on that backsplash.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's code dictates. You have two on this side, you have one on that side. It's only an 18-inch wide cabinet, so there's not a lot of space over
So
there.
you basically got 3 on the countertop, right? And then you got 2 on either end of the island on the other side. So
Correct. Yep.
appliances need to plug in, you get into those. Okay.
Yep. Okay, kitchen look good?
Yeah, I think that's it for that.
All right, we'll go kind of towards the garage here. So obviously our other pantry closet that's here, to the desk area. So we kept it.
We did everything left and right.
Yeah, kept everything out of the back, so it's left and right side here and or there. So that's, your 110 outlets here and there. That is the low volt that's here. So it looks like you have 2 lines, phone data that's in here. Okay, and then this is,
So there's phone data in there, there's an outlet, and then on the other side.
there's
right
just an
across,
outlet. That's just an outlet that's here.
And that's an outlet.
And then this
And
is
then swing back,
under cabinet lighting.
Yeah, the low voltage. Got it.
Yep, it's right there.
And does that control look closer to that, or is all of that, is that all back to that one switch way on the
It
other
looks
side?
like it's pulled back to the one switch over there.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
And then back to the wall behind you.
Yep, by
Is
the
there
door.
There's some stuff up high, okay, so one of those, Paul, is the touch panel.
I believe.
So there should be a Cat 6, and that looks like the back box that I gave the guys when I was there.
Yes, that's it right here.
Mounted horizontal, right? Yep. And
Yeah.
it's mounted horizontally. Yeah. Can you just come closer to that? There you go. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that works. And then below it is
Light switch.
that's a light switch.
And then we have
Okay.
the
And
keypad
then we have a touch pad, or we have a keypad
For
up in there,
security.
right, for the security.
right there.
Yeah. And then what do you got? Light switches below.
No, there's only one light switch that's here on this side. And then down below is just a
Yeah. What's
outlet.
right below that?
Yeah.
What's right? Yeah. I'm all phone froze up a little bit. Oh, okay. So that's down low. Yeah, just pan to the left a little bit. That's down low.
That's for the garage on the other side.
What's the blue box above that?
That's
The higher
your
one.
keypad for security.
Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, you can step back from it a bit just so we can just see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that all looks fine, right, Paul? I mean, I think that's got everything where we wanted it.
Is there molding going around that door?
There's some, I think it'll just clear. You'll probably be right in here with the door casing.
Okay.
All right. And then,
Because you're gonna get the security panel in there, right?
Well, yeah, and then you get the touch panel on the other side, so you gotta make sure we get enough clearance between the two.
Are they both the same height?
yes.
Looks like it.
Oh, okay.
How big is your panel that goes on your horizontal box?
It's an 8-inch diagonal, but the casing's probably a little bit bigger than that, yeah.
The only thing I could do, if you want, I could kick this over like 1.5 inches just to get it further away from here. You should still clear this side. If you're an 8-inch diagonal.
I was just gonna suggest put a scab in there next to the keypad box. Get it
Yeah.
out away from the door, just there. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. That would be better.
Yeah, we'll get that.
What do you think? What do you think? 1.5 inches?
Yeah, just a 2x4.
Yeah, a piece of 2x4 in there. In between. Yep. Scab it out.
I'm no expert, but could you just move this over here? You've got one,
Well, we're
two,
still trying to
three.
miss casing to get enough room for this device going on here and miss
Right.
the casing over here. So
Yeah, I'm
this-
worried about the casing.
Yeah, it's the casing. So when you put your molding
This is
around the door, Robert, and you've got a security
because that
panel,
trim could be
Gotcha.
you may have to cut out the molding, which looks really nasty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
Okay.
think the touch panel's okay where it is, Paul, right? I mean, we don't need to flip it to the other side. I think there's enough.
No, that's fine. I think we got plenty of
Yeah,
room.
we'll
They're
just
just
try
going to
to.
line up next to each other is what's going to happen. So, okay, that's fine. That's good.
Yep.
All right, next.
All right,
We got
so-
walking, I think walking closet,
The siren.
closet. Is
So,
over there.
so the siren's right here.
Yeah, that's just inside of it, right? So when you go in and come
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah, you'll have the locker that's here with the coat hooks, and then but in front of it'll be the siren. So it just fits flush to the wall inside the box.
Oh, the siren. Okay, that's the
Speaker.
the
Audible
security system
alarm for
siren.
the security. Yeah.
Okay. Down low like that, huh?
That's it's more
I'm used to seeing
unseen
those-
that
I'm
way.
used to seeing those up high, right? I mean, that's usually
Yeah. I've never done that before. Yeah. Okay.
Any reason why they put it low, Wes, like that?
Just less of a visual impact, I think. Just flows better being lower.
Okay. All right. It'll just freak out the dogs more when it goes off. It's gonna be good. So when you come into the walk-in closet, there's an outlet down on the bottom right inside there, right? Yeah.
Yep, to the left.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Great. Okay. All right. That's good.
Okay.
All right. Where do you want to go next?
We'll go garage.
Okay.
Hey Robert, I have an appointment at 11, so when we get closer, I'm gonna just hand you my phone and then you keep going.
Yeah.
Just have to make sure that.
Yep.
That's perfect. Thanks.
We had there was a garage door interface thing that we needed run. Or it was like a piece of 16.2 or something.
Doing it.
The garage door, we needed like a 22.4 or something up by where the button was.
So that's up here,
Yeah.
and it looks like they pulled. Looks like.
And I think what they might have done, Paul, instead of
Was
running
Cat
the
6.
22.4 was they just ran a piece of Cat 6.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I think we have two. Yeah, we
That
have.
goes back to the structural wire panel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes down through the floor to the basement. So yes. The brown one's what the electrician puts in. We can omit that if necessary.
Yeah, that's cool. And then that switch right there turns on and off the garage lights.
Correct.
The interiors. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, because the outside's on a photocell.
Yep.
right, we got.
And then inside, I think we added a couple of outlets on the walls, right?
Yeah, but real quick, we got the hot and cold hose bib just to show you,
okay,
because that wasn't there last time.
Yep, looks just like the one I have in my garage here.
Good.
Exact same one.
Good. Okay, so yeah, so we have outlets. We have them kind of midway either side. So
Yeah, that was just halfway up on either side.
center one on this side and center one on the opposing side over there. Yeah, he's bringing the wire over. It is, we can take photos to confirm, but it is going here. He's bringing the wire. They had to just get the length and order it. So
I got you.
wire's coming for
because,
that.
Because it's the 208 stuff. Right?
It's the 50 amp, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good,
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then for the mini split system, we have, they actually ran this one.
Does he put that? Is that like in a box?
Yes.
Wes, so
Yeah, it's just,
a box with a cap on it, right?
it's in a box for, I can't remember the name, but you know, it looks like a 2-gang box. It's a bigger box for the 50 amp circuit.
Yeah. And it'll just have a cap on it, right? With nothing. Or are they gonna put a plug on it?
They may put a plug. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that they do.
Either way, I don't care.
Yeah, I think it's terminated, so
It's one of their charge connect things that can be wired either directly in or indoor on the plug. I just need to know what it is.
I'm pretty sure it's terminated because I think we did that on the last one we did. So they terminated the ends. Yep. Okay. So mini split. Yeah. So instead of actually, they gave you this would be for a 40 amp instead of a 30 amp circuit. So you have plenty of power going there.
Okay.
'Cause
And
it's-
that's just out to a disconnect box on the outside.
Yeah, it's a stub wire right now, but it will be.
Basically, a disconnect box that you wire
Yeah.
into on the bottom.
So it's 8-gauge wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on there.
Hey
So.
guys, Wes and I don't know miles left yet, just on that subject, the mini split, and I don't need this information right away, but if you could just let me know who I need to connect with at Timna to start the process of getting approval to be able to put the mini split on the outside, because I think, don't we have to go to some commission or something?
Yeah, it'd probably be through more of the Metro District and an exterior modification. So.
Like the design review committee.
Yeah,
like-
the DRC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
I can send you the contact info for the DRC.
Okay.
No problem.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna be, you think that's gonna be a problem, Wes?
no, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, what I'm gonna do is just say, hey, here's what they did as a model, we're gonna do the exact same thing, and we're gonna landscape around it. You
Yeah.
won't even see it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to, start that process so that if it becomes this lengthy scenario, it's done by the time I need to do it.
No, I hear you. Yep.
Yeah.
Garage door?
So yeah, so that's part of the wiring we had for the garage door down here by the sensor on the side for that one. So wire's just taped
that's another
over.
piece of Cat 6 there, Paul.
Yep, it is. It's just taped over.
It goes down to the.
That goes down to the rack as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wes, just side note, that's been drilled all the way through. They've not compromised that, have they? And they've got nail plates, but I mean, they normally go through the middle here.
Yeah, but they can't get a drill in there to do it, so to get around the corner, that's why they come out here on that. So
Okay.
when you're drilling the same size hole, it's over there. You've got a lot under here and under there. So.
Well, it was just more around there. That one there's gone all the way
But that's
through.
really, that's just holding up drywall is all
Okay,
that's doing.
just want to check.
Yeah.
I'm not a home inspector, but
And there's a nailing plate over it.
yes.
Yeah,
there is.
there's nail plates all the way around the corner.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
So while we're here, we'll just look at the outside real quick. Sorry, I don't have to jump around too much. I think it'd be easier than coming back. So
Yeah, because we have a camera up there, right?
yeah, so in between you and the paired half on the other side, so that's the camera right here. So that'll be looking down over the driveway towards the west.
They couldn't go up in the eave?
I don't know. I mean, if that's what you guys discussed, I don't know. Was that?
Yeah. We're talking about going up in the eave right above that. Yeah, we didn't want them on the side of the house. We wanted them up, up in the eave up above. Right, Paul? Yeah, we don't want a camera way down low. Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, up underneath the eave.
Okay. All right. let's go around and look at the other ones.
And that's the light that's on the timer. That's right above you
Photo
there.
cell.
Right.
Yeah, not a timer.
Yeah, that's on the photo cell.
And so that's the exterior
That's
for
where
the
box,
split.
yeah, that's where the box will go. Got it.
That's just for the sump pump discharge.
Yep, got it.
So yeah.
Right above you should be another camera, I think, right?
Well, yeah, he's got two things here. So we did the Eve outlet for.
But the camera's on the side of the house instead of an Eve. That's weird.
We can work with that, because didn't I order you bullet cameras?
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of ugly. It's better if they're tucked up inside the Eve.
Yeah, I agree. No,
Can you just? Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna talk to them, Wes, I mean, if we can get them in the Eve, that's what we had talked about. Because it's just better to have them up, up there, coming out like where that wire is coming out, just to keep them safe and out of the rain and everything else.
Okay.
And that wire coming out up there, that's that one outlet that we're ultimately, it goes back to the switch that we're ultimately gonna put floodlights on. And there's one matching one on the other end too, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's one on the other end down there.
Got it. Okay.
Now, the only thing, if you have the cameras in there trying to keep that floodlight and the camera from shielding each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think, as long as it's, got a little bit of separation, the camera's gonna shoot, right? The way the camera's looking right now, it's gonna shoot up the side of the house like that, and the lights are gonna point that way too. So it's just really to catch the side yard.
Okay.
If there's at least a little bit of separation between them, which, I think if they just go up and go, close to the house, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and the other thing I showed them on that house that's right across the alley from you, behind you,
Mm-hmm.
when the gutters go, what's in the photo, shooting into it. Yeah, you see that house right behind you.
Yeah.
Behind you, actually, right behind your back, across the
Yeah.
alley. Keep coming around.
Oh, in front.
That one there, you can look at the gutters on the corner of it. If you look at on the left side, you look at the gutter, the way it comes down, and if you had the camera on the wrong side of that, it would block the whole view. But I think where they are, it should be okay.
Okay. All right, we'll keep going down this side. So, hose bib and irrigation.
Did you catch that hose bib and irrigation right here?
This is irrigation
And the hose bib, correct.
and the hose bib.
There's two of them. Yeah. All right. So AC power, AC line.
Yeah.
Right. Vents for the furnace. Vents for the water heater. That's the basement bath fan. Just blowing the exhaust out of the basement bathroom. It's over there.
Oh, okay. Yep. Got it.
Side patio, and he's getting it. He's got to come back. We'll get that outlet put in here we talked about by the gas.
Great.
He just had to get the outside quick flash for it to get it on the exterior. So here, so that's the audio for the patio.
That's probably fine, right? Paul?
Right and left of the sliding glass door.
Same thing on the other side.
So that's the audio. That's the camera.
Yeah, see, just want to get those cameras really want to be in the eaves, Wes. That's just, yeah, they want to be up top there. That's where they really want to be. Alright?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want cameras down there like that. That's crazy. I've done this many times. I've never done that, ever.
Wes has noted that down on his list.
Got it. Okay. Cool. And that's an outlet right there, too.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. Got it.
Electric panel, low volt coming into the house. Signal from the outside, so that'll be tied into the pedestals at the street.
And what do they run? Does that have a box on it then, Wes? And then they do conduit out to the street?
Correct. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And then just gas here at the front.
Gas in. Yeah.
So the meter's in yet to come, but the meter will sit here and tie in there.
All right, and straight up above, we got another camera, right?
Yep.
So we want that in the eave. See, yeah, they come off the side. It's just, if they
Hose bib.
Alright. Yep, hose bib. Get that.
Back.
All right, I'm gonna give you the handoff here.
All right, sir.
Hey, John, I'll catch up with you later.
I'm all. Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course.
I am double fisting at this point, John.
Yeah, you're shooting and you're running video and you're showing us the Zoom call. Got it. Okay.
And not to be uncouth, gentlemen, but never go to England and use the phrase double fisting. You'll be ejected from the pub. Double parking.
Yeah, that won't go over.
So dining,
Right.
here we have, what we got? This must be motion, I believe. So kind of at the top of the stairs there against the outside wall, is there a motion sensor there?
For
Does that
the,
seem low, Paul? I mean, usually you put the motions right up against the ceiling.
that's
Well,
it.
it should be somewhere between 7 and 8 feet is where it should be.
Yeah, it's about 7.
About 7
Where off
foot.
the floor is that, Wes?
About 7 foot.
Okay. Wow.
Watch out behind you, so I'm not gonna...
Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
Oh.
7 to the top of the box.
Yeah, right at 7.
Okay.
What was it, 7 foot to the top of the box?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And where else? You know, what's
I think
next?
we didn't have anything else in there. Laundry, I think we had an access point.
Yeah, there's a WAP in there right up in the ceiling.
Yep, so the rectangular box there is the wireless access point. It's basically above.
And we
the
moved
sink.
that, Paul, we moved that closer to the garage to get a little bit better
Signal over there.
coverage on that.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
I'm gonna go back this way.
Go master bedroom.
We did talk, Wes, about moving that 2x4 out of the...
Honestly, with the vents on, you're not going to see it.
We talked about it.
What was it?
It's that 2x4 that's stuck in the vent. And I think you can always see them. Wes is saying that you won't be
yeah,
able to see
yeah.
it.
Isn't there a way to just remove that?
I think you probably need it structurally, but...
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, Wes wants to keep moving, but he made a note of it.
All right, so audio up above. We've got the ceiling fan in line there, so we'll address these like we did the others.
Yep.
Okay. We got phone
Good.
data.
And is
video.
the speakers front to back in there, Wes?
Front to back, yeah.
Front of house to back of house?
So
Okay.
one's at
Got
the
it.
bathroom, one's at the sliding glass door.
Yep, that's it. Got it. And then the one thing we didn't check on these, Wes, on the windows was the shade pre-wires.
Yeah, they're over there.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we've got the shade
So,
pre-wires on
but-
all these different windows.
There are certain windows that they're on and other ones they're not. Obviously, well, those aren't operable, but
I think we had shade pre-wires on every window.
because those don't, but I know it's over here.
They don't in the master. But we're checking the great room right now.
So those two in the great room have it.
So they
Yeah,
do
all the windows should have a shade pre-wire. Every window. There's no window that we're not doing that on.
that one doesn't.
So those two.
All right.
They do in this room
Yeah.
over here, the guest room.
Yeah, so Wes, if you just want to take that note that, all of the windows need to have the shade pre-wire.
That sliding patio door does, correct?
Yeah.
Yep,
that's it.
on the side
Not
there.
in the dining room, but in the bedroom. The bedroom has a pre-wire on the sliding door and on the two windows.
So not dining. But
So not dining room, but definitely in the bedroom.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
think
bedroom
we
has
did
it.
on the dining room. Maybe is that what's hanging there though?
yes. One in
I mean, if it's there, it's fine. But like we need to make sure that's in the bedroom there on all the windows too.
Okay. Dig into that one. All right.
Yeah, I think we basically did a shade pre-wire on everything, Wes, except for that little
Closet.
small 2x2 that's in the walk-in closet,
Yeah. Okay.
and including the ones in the basement, right? The 3 in the basement.
Okay.
and all that goes back to the rack. And it's got to be on the, as you're looking at the window, the upper right corner, because it's Hunter Douglas.
Those have all been on the right.
Yeah, Wes says they've all been on the right.
Okay.
We'll check on the other ones. All right, so the audio in here, we talked about that in the master. Okay, we'll get that one. And then the connection here, phone, data, video.
That's in the master, right? It's up on that wall.
Well, it's
Yeah,
opposite of the
TV.
bed.
Yeah, so you get 4 wires again, same thing, right? You got a coax and 3.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Bathroom.
Now where are we?
We're going into the bathroom.
Okay.
So we have the extra light that's up there.
We added 2 down lights, right, up in there.
Yeah, it's the round boxes that are up there.
Yep.
And we have the one on the
There's sort of
shower that's standard.
one towards the front of the house, one towards the back of the house.
Correct. And then there must be audio in here.
Yeah, I think that we put a single speaker in there, Paul.
Correct.
Isn't that a
Single stereo speaker, yeah.
Yep, should be a single speaker in the middle. And again, let's treat this the same way we're talking about the other ones, Wes.
Okay.
Just leave the wire up there.
Okay. Then closet, we just have an outlet
Take it,
down
take
here on
it
the
back
left.
All right, so yeah, turn around and look back, and we have another control panel, touch panel right there. Yeah, see on this one they did the 1.5 inch bump out.
Well, I think the electrician already had it on there, so, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that gets the switch away, gets the touch panel away, and we're good there, right? And then there should be an outlet below that. Is there an added outlet, or is that the outlet right below it, or a switch?
That's an outlet. The switch is right below the control, and then down low to the floor is an
Yeah, you're
electrical
breaking
outlet.
up a little bit.
This is the light switch, right below
Oh.
the control box.
That's a switch, okay, and then down low is the outlet. Got it. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Yep. It's just breaking up a little bit.
No problem. Hopefully it works when we go to the basement.
Yeah, right. And then on the other side of the walk-in closet door, there was an outlet in there anyway, right? That was part of the original.
Yeah, it's one over there.
Right down low on the right. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's the other one. Okay, that's cool. All right. That's it upstairs, right?
Yes.
Did you do a security keypad in the master bedroom or not?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we just did one. We did one by the garage door and by the front door.
Okay.
I didn't think we needed it. I didn't think we need to overdo that.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the basement.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we may end up losing you. We'll see.
So there's the outlet at the bottom of the stairs. Still there?
Yeah, and the switch is where for that?
Right here.
In that gang. Okay.
Yeah, and the
got
3
it.
gang that's here. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. So then here in the rec room in the basement. So I know we got the lights centered in between the beam and the wall on both sides to make that uniform.
Got it.
Either
That's
way. Okay. Same thing on this side.
Great. Yep.
So this is more the rec room area. So we have the front wall, we did the outlet and the connections at 6 feet for the wall mount. We have the conduit that goes back to the rack that's here with the pull string.
And that's a single conduit, just like the one upstairs, right?
Correct, yes, right there. So we've got all those connections in place. Then we have the audio.
So that's up high. That's up high, Paul, and behind ultimately where the TV is going to go.
Just under 6 foot.
And we've got plenty of we'll know where those studs are for the mount, like for the TV mount.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, we're good there. That's
Okay.
good. Yep.
Good.
Okay, and then the audio for here, we have 4 locations. So we have those that are right here, this rectangular boxes, and then the 2 surround behind.
Yeah, and I think let's just do the same thing here. Let's just,
Yeah, that's fine.
lace the wire between those things and get rid of the J boxes, and we'll just cut those in later.
Yep. So that's the powered shade on the right-hand side.
Ah, they got that one. Good.
And then
Okay.
that's for security.
Yeah. And then to your right, there should be a wire for a sub audio
yes.
cabinet.
Subwoofer is
over
here.
there. Yep. That's right, Paul. That's the back, back corner. Yep. Down low.
Yeah, so back up at the front where the TV's going,
Back over here.
there are three. They do have the speaker wire there for the sound bar, right? It should be either 3 16.2s or a 16.4 and a 16.2.
Well, we got coiled everything around. I don't think that surround is pulled back over to here.
Not the surround.
Yeah, all the speaker wire should go back
yes.
to the rack.
Yeah, so what should be there, Wes, at least on the drawings that we had given them, there's a piece of coax there. There should be 2 Cat 6s,
Yep.
1 Cat 6 that's shielded,
Yes.
and then there needs to be 3 16.2 wires and 1 22.4
Yeah.
shielded.
Okay. So, and those go to the audio that's behind us in the room, right?
No, they go to the rack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all that, the speakers that are, up inside, those are all coming from the rack.
All right. So, what's the other one you're talking about? 16 or?
So there were 3 16.2s and 1 22.4 shielded. And then there was there was 1 piece of coax.
Yeah, that's all there. So
2
the
Cat
16.2
6s,
and the
then 1 Cat 6
24.
that's shielded, yeah. Yeah, so Paul, the things that aren't there are, there's the 22.4 shielded and the 16.2s are not there. And those all go back to the rack, right?
Yeah, so the 3 16.2s are for your LCR soundbar, your Leon.
Yep.
And then the 22.4 shielded is for control. So we definitely need those there.
Yeah.
So the only thing, so we have, our datas are shielded and our coax. I don't see anything written on there about that.
Yeah, it's breaking up.
We can hear. We can go by. John, the only thing looking at the map for the basement, that's where I'm trying to find those 22.4 and the 16.2. Shade pre-wire, enhanced security, distributed auto. That's garage door.
John, can you hear?
It's breaking up a little bit, I think, but I see what Wes is doing. I'm looking at the exact same drawing right now. I'm just wondering if they've got this kind of spread all over the place on here. I'm looking at the nomenclature on the drawing and trying to figure that out right now. What I'm going by is the the drawing that we had sent them to say this is what we need in each of these locations.
And then for the shade, operable windows on main floor, 9 total.
Okay.
So that's probably why they did what they did.
Did you hear that, John?
Well, I was letting them look at the other, but let me know. You look that up, and we'll go to the next one here real quick.
Yeah, so we need to get the 22.4s and the 16.2s in there. So I mean, I can follow up with Home Run if you want, but we need to do that. And then I see the note about the shade pre-wire. I don't understand what they mean by operable windows. I mean, we're putting shades on all the windows.
I know that doesn't make sense. So,
No.
Well, an operable window is one that opens and closes, right?
Correct. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
but I
regardless
mean,
of not, you still
there's a-
want a shade.
Right, totally.
You're still gonna put shades on them. I don't know what that means.
So
I mean, it
if
says
you want to,
9, three in the basement, plus, well, they're saying 9 total, but I mean,
I will leave 6 upstairs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I think it's basically all the windows except for the you know, except for that little small one that's in the walk-in closet.
Okay. If you want to follow up with Home Run though on that wire, because they're not going to do it unless somebody pays them. So
Yeah,
we
no,
got to figure out how
yeah,
to make that work.
Yeah, I got that. I'll get on with them about that. I mean, I guess worst case, Paul, you could pull it through the Smurf. I don't know.
Yeah. Good.
So we're missing. Looks like we're missing the 22s and the 316 twos, and then shade pre-wire. All right. Anything else in that room that we need to look at? We saw the sub. We saw the sub wire where the sub.
Yeah, the
speaker
subwoofer's over
goes.
here. Yeah.
4 speakers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 speakers in the ceiling.
Real quick, right above Wes's head there. See the 2 boxes that are right next in the same bay? What is that?
Sorry, they're hammer drilling next door. What's that? One more time.
So that where one of those speakers is, it looks like there's also maybe a light can in the same bay.
There's lights
I'll be
here.
right back to you
The
here.
round box is the light, so yes. Do we want to move it in? The thing is, I think the light is a 7-inch round light. That's a surface mount LED. So, I mean, we could pull the speaker back just like
That
in
might
here.
get kind of tight.
You have a 7-inch round here. We could have the speaker back in here.
Yeah, I think we want to move those speakers, Hawk. Because you get a light right next to it.
Yeah, you don't want to be. Yeah, you don't want to be right in the middle of the
The
light.
speaker can be right here. Yeah, I mean, we can move it inside of the light a few inches, a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna tuck those up anyway because then you're gonna cut the hole and do your thing later.
What do you think, Paul? Where do you want it?
We can either go over, like you're saying, or go back 1 bay to keep it in line with the light.
What do you mean go back 1 bay?
He means
Towards
go
the back
back,
of the
go back here instead of here.
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Is that too far back though, or no?
How far away is your? Well, those are the backs.
Those are the rear speakers.
Right, so that's okay. The mids should sit right above your couch, wherever your couch is gonna go.
Yeah, good luck with that. Figuring that out right now. So where are the mids? So the next one's coming closer. Where's the next set? Right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be okay going back. I'd go back 1 bay to keep that speaker out of the same bay with the light.
So take this one back here.
Yeah, just take it 1 back. And that's the last. That's not the last. It's like the last bay though, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no soffit going in there, is there?
No, it's already framed. So
Okay.
So you think just put it in between, Paul, or what?
Yeah.
It's either that or you stay in this bay and you move them closer to center.
You could do that too. I mean,
You just slide them 8 inches.
Yeah, I always just try to keep them symmetrical with the end ceiling lights as far as lining them up. But you could stay in the same bay and bring it in. You know.
Or just skip it. Just pop it to the back. Take it to the next bay. Make it easy.
well, here's the problem. Looking at the other one, go to the other one. Well, we'll see. I guess we can if we get it in there. There's the toilet.
Drain pipe.
The toilet that's here. So depending on how tall that speaker is, I mean, you'd have to be inside here.
Okay, so just do
Or you
this
can
with,
just be in here.
move them. Yeah, move them slightly towards center. That's
Yeah.
all. Screw it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then get rid of the J boxes. Leave the wire coiled up. We'll symmetrically put them in where they got to go.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. So we'll go to the bedroom downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know if we had anything crazy there.
So we got
Is
a
there,
phone, got a
when
video.
they get those put in, could they take pictures of where they're at in the bay?
Could you repeat that, please, Paul?
Drywall.
Take some photos where we put them in.
Yeah. You take
Yeah,
some photos when they get the wires situated in relation to those lights, so we kind of have an idea where they're cut.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
And then bedroom, phone data video against the wall here to the front of the house. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, there's 3 coaxes and one coax and the 3
Yes.
things, right? Just like always, there's three Cat 6 and a TV, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep.
And the
That's
window, the power for the operable shade.
And that is that's pre-wired?
Yep.
Okay. And then does that have a ceiling fan pre-wire in there?
Yes, it
Or
does.
no?
It's right behind you.
Is there anything in the ceiling in there? No.
Well,
Oh, what's that?
That's the ceiling
That's
fan pre-wire.
That is, okay. Got it. Okay.
All right. Okay.
And then we had a wireless access point,
Yep.
I think, in the hallway there, right? In between that and the bathroom?
Right up here. Right there.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So then we'll go.
And then did we add a light in that bath too, or no?
Yep, because there's one over the shower and there's one additional right here.
Yes, yep. Okay. All right, and then we gotta get over to where the rack is.
Yeah, we'll come back to the mechanical. So the water heater plumbing's getting moved over. It'll be here by the furnace like it should have been in the first place. So that's
Got it, so it's all gonna be nice and clean right there. next to
yeah,
this
and the
furnace.
floor drain was here. The floor drain just had a thin coating of concrete on it, but the floor drain is right there.
Ah, perfect, look at that. They knew exactly where to put it. That's nice, that's nice and clean by comparison to what it is in the model.
Yeah, the model of the furnace is on the opposite wall. We made a change to clean that up. So,
Yep, that's the dedicated 20.
yep, that's here in the unfinished portion. Yeah,
What's all the fiber in the floor, Wes?
it's fibercrete. It's additive in the concrete just to lessen some of the cracking, give it strength.
Okay, this is quite typical. I've not seen
With a
that before.
finished basement, we do it, not with an
Okay.
unfinished basement.
You got that, John?
What?
So they added some kind of fibrous material to the basement floor. He says that they do that when you finish the basement. I've just not seen that before.
It goes with the dome system and the void.
There's all kinds of tricky crap they do with concrete, man. When you start getting into it, the additives and all the stuff they
Yeah.
put in it. I mean, we do fiber mesh and stuff. I mean,
That is
all kinds
fiber
of
mesh.
crazy stuff.
Wes says it's fiber mesh. All right.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Makes it
our
stronger.
powered shade on the basement window and the security.
Yep.
Go with that. Okay. And then where the rack goes,
And there was a security there. I mean, I think those aren't operable windows. Oh no, they are.
yes, they are. They're contacts for the operable window, yes. Okay.
What are they? Sash windows?
No, it's a
Raise 'em
slider.
up.
It's a 5050 slider.
Egress.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's a contact on that. Yep, got it. Okay.
Correct, yep. So keep in mind, the plumbing's gonna move, so these pipes will move. This pipe
Oh,
will
I see.
move.
They ran all that stuff over. To
Yeah, I
there
don't know
instead of
why
over
he
to where
did
the water
that. That
heater's
was
gonna go. Gotcha.
just a
Okay.
bonehead move. So here's obviously all the wire together. So this will be the conduits, the two dedicated outlets down below. Yeah, just to place everything over here.
Yep. So there's two 20s there, and then you've got all the wire up above, and then there should be 3 conduits coming back, right? One goes to, looks like they got 3. So one goes up to the great
Here,
room,
you
one
can see the
goes
labels.
over to the
So-
rec room, and one goes up to the attic.
One's labeled great room, one's labeled attic, one's labeled theater, which is just the basement.
Yep. And they have pull strings in them. So
Yep.
that's cool. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess nothing's getting drywalled on that side of it, right, Wes? That's
No, it's unfinished. Yeah, nothing on this side.
Okay, so then that can all get cleaned up when we put the rack in.
Correct.
And it looks like they got good big coils on that, right? I asked them to put like 20 feet or more of extra cable on there. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then some.
Yeah, there's plenty. Yeah.
You might have 40, 50 feet on some of these.
All right, wonderful. Take it outside and run it.
Totally.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, all right, so I think then you took a few notes, Wes, then I need to reach out to Home Run on these low voltage lines, and Paul, there may be something about this, like, or at least Wes, I think what they have is everything's in the computer, and they all have certain codes and all that stuff, and it may be something that like they don't have that particular type of thing, in their system to be able to say, oh yeah, run
That
those
option's
wires.
not there to select. Yeah, that's what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
So I'll talk to them and see. I'm trying to remember that whole conversation. It was months ago. So I'll check into those wires over there. You'll follow up with them on the shade pre-wire, right, Wes, to make sure that we've got that all squared away, and then
Yeah.
you'll talk to them about the speaker, how we do the speakers everywhere, and then getting those camera locations back up into the eaves.
Yep.
Doorbell as well, right?
Yeah, the doorbell, that's the electrician, that's different.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The
I'll
what?
take care of that.
What, Robert?
Just eliminating the low volt for the doorbell that was from the electrician. You need what's through home run, not through the electrician.
Right. Yeah, we need a Cat 6 that is at the doorbell location that comes to the rack.
Okay. Yep, no, we can do that.
Okay.
Here, let's go over to the light real quick.
Yeah.
I find this interesting, John.
Yeah.
You look on the itemized page for the low volt, motorized.
Hold on 1 second. I actually have it. Give me 2 seconds. I have it right on the other way, but it's not in reach of my headsets. Hold on. Okay. Yep. Got it, sir.
Look under quantity, it says 11.
Yep. Yep.
So I'll work with them on that. We'll get that taken care of.
Yeah, there's 11, and then the enhanced security package,
Mm-hmm.
and which gave me the control panels and all that. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. We'll get that taken care of.
All right, and I'll follow up with them on those low voltage lines over to where the TV would go down in the rec room. And I think that's it. You'll follow up on the rest of it?
Yep.
Okay, great. So what's your timeline on, well, you got to get them to do these little tweaks, right? What's your timeline on insulation and drywall?
If I'm lucky, insulation the end of this week, still trying to make that a go. And then drywall next week, at some point next week.
Okay. And then you get to go tag, I'm out, man. Somebody else takes over, right?
Kind of. Yeah, Joe will do the back end schedule side of things. So, but yeah, I mean, we talk every day, so we stay up on everything.
Yeah, but Joe takes it to the to get it all
Basically to the
right?
finish line. Yeah, he'll take it from drywall to closing.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I appreciate it. Sorry we couldn't be there, but I think ultimately this worked out pretty good.
Yeah, thankfully the phone worked now.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
Okay. Anything else that you need from me? Any questions?
Just let me know
All seems
what
to be-
comes up with home run, what you determine with them on that wiring and stuff, so I keep an eye out for it.
Okay, I'll call them. I'll call them right away. I'll reach out to Nick and just see if he's in. Because really, I think it's just those low voltage things, and then you'll talk to them about just moving the
install
other
and
things
stuff.
around a little bit.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
Nope, that'll
Cool.
be good.
John, I'll pop you a call on my drive back to town.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Wes, thanks again.
You bet. Have
Thanks.
A good, have a good one.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. Bye.
Can I pass you that?
Yep.
My arm is about ready to